Prince Harry's greatest sin apparently seems to be exposing what the royal family did to him. Not letting the lies that they have told about Harry and especially his wife Meghan slide. My family, and now more and more members of the royal family continue to show their jealousy over the fact that the media in the UK are more focused on whether or not Harry and Meghan are attending. You know what? In the Harry and Meghan documentary, Meghan said this, that, hey, look, we want to leave to Canada. That's what we told the royal family. And because one important reason is that the rota, the press pack, aren't based in Canada. And that you, other members of the royal family, senior members of the royal family who are jealous, guess what? You can have them all to yourselves. You can be on the front pages. But 3 years after Harry and Meghan left, still, the main topic of conversation in the UK right now is whether or not Harry is coming to the coronation. My family, still, they talk about Harry and Meghan even more times than they do talk about the senior members of the royal family back in the UK. My family, kindly please hear this. Apparently, Sophie Wessex is upset. Why? Because of the possible attendance of Harry and Meghan at the coronation. My family, Sophie and Edward, have many reasons to be upset. First of all, Edward was always told that after his father, Prince Philip, he will become the Duke of Edinburgh. However, Charles has said, no, that's not going to happen. And Edward and Sophie are upset because they did not get what Edward has always been told, that after his father, he will become the Duke of Edinburgh. And now they're upset once again because there are many reasons to be angry. They're upset with Harry and Meghan about the possible attendance at the coronation. My family, I tell you, jealousy in the royal family runs deep. I can't even imagine why they are what the media says should be what an idealized family is like in the UK. I can't imagine, really. It's embarrassing, really. Very much embarrassing. And my family, Kaiser online said this, that Harry and Meghan have not confirmed anything regarding Charles' coronation. And the UK media is using the exact same talking points that they used at the Queen's Jubilee. And they're having the exact same hissy fits about Harry and Meghan refusing to play their game. I mean, they've accused Harry and Meghan that, hey, look, if they come, there'll be drama. First of all, it is the UK media that are the ones who decide who ends up on the front pages. It is the UK media that is showing exactly whom they want, whom they are obsessing over. and it's Prince Harry. They are so obsessed with him, really. Even when Harry made that video for World Child, the only thing that media outlets were running is that, oh look, Harry hints at UK return. When the UK media love that so much. It's what they've been hoping for and dreaming about for quite a long time. But yet they can't stand to be rejected by Prince Harry. They just will never accept his rejection. Never. They will never ever accept Harry's rejection. And my family, allow me to remind you of one thing. The only reason why Harry and Meghan even went to Jubilee last year is because Queen Elizabeth II invited them personally. And she made sure that Harry and Meghan were safe. They were safe while in the UK, provided them with security. However, Charles has not personally invited Harry and Meghan, at least not yet. Nor has he made any assurances about Harry and Meghan's safety if they come. Instead, the palace machinery appears to be whipping up all kinds of, anger, melodrama, and fury towards the very idea that Harry and Meghan would attend. On one moment they're angry, the other one, Harry, tell us, are you coming? The other one, Harry should come, he's the king's son. It's like the many changing stories from the UK media, all trying to profit, once again using Harry's name, by running so many narratives, really. It is driving the press, the tabloids, crazy that Harry and Meghan won't play their game, won't brief them, won't tell them whether they're coming or not. They can't get that kind of information as Harry and Meghan don't engage with them. And clearly, if the tabloid media does not know whether or not Harry and Meghan are coming, it's because the decision has not yet been made. Because if it was made, then you can be sure the royal family would leak it to the UK tabloids that Harry and Meghan are coming. Make no mistake about that. The palace keeps briefing the papers and saying that they assume that Harry and Meghan will attend and everything will be meticulously planned to keep Harry and Meghan away also from William and Kate Middleton. Ask 9, well, guess who briefed the Daily Mail again this weekend? You guessed it. It's clear where it comes from. It comes from Kensington Palace, headed by William and Kate Middleton, who are always busy leaking against Harry and Meghan. Always. And also, Sophie and Edward somehow want to score some points with the future king, maybe William, really, because Charles has clearly not shown any interest to make Edward the Duke of Edinburgh. So what do? You try your luck, your chances with William by pleasing him. And what do you do to please William? You go after Harry and Meghan. You say you want nothing to do with Harry and Meghan, that you want to be kept away from Harry and Meghan. And that's what Sophie and Edward are doing. Hear this, my family. And I quote, My family, these are the briefs coming from the royal family to the UK tabloid media, meaning Kensington Palace. Hear this, please. The royal family is fully expecting both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to attend the coronation, friends of William reveal. A well-placed source said that many relatives had been spitting feathers about some of the allegations made by Harry in his memoir and the interviews to publicize it. However, the family is now bracing themselves for a visit from their Montecito relatives. And our friend said, members of the family have told me that both Harry and Meghan will definitely come. They fully expect that. And they, meaning Harry and Meghan, should realize that there is only one subject that members of the royal family will be willing to discuss, and that's the weather. That's what they're saying. They won't talk about anything else with Harry and Meghan. My family, look, it's okay. You know why? Because as long as you're not abusive to Harry and Meghan, as long as you don't leak and plant stories about Harry and Meghan, especially when they are there in the UK, like what they did before the Queen passed and after she passed, in what Harry called a horrible reaction from members of his family, from William, from Charles. My family, as long as these people, when Harry and Meghan, if they come, and that's a big if they come, they don't leak and plant stories about Harry and Meghan, then Harry and Meghan won't have anything to say. If they treat Harry and Meghan poorly, then Harry and Meghan would have, negative things to say about them. If you treat Harry and Meghan well, then Harry and Meghan will have positive things to say about their own family. So my family, if Harry and Meghan do decide to come, I hope they are treated well. That's what I hope. And I hope that they are safe while in the UK, because I know that Harry, if he accepts to come, there is no way he will come without assurances of the safety of his wife and children. Hear this also. On invitations to the coronation, including those of Harry and Meghan, are expected to be sent out imminently. And when they do, the pressure will be on Harry and Meghan to decide whether or not they will attend. I mean, my family, the guest of honor, who everyone is eagerly awaiting to see and hear from, make no mistake, is Prince Harry. He's the guest of honor. They're so eager to know whether or not he's coming. Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? I mean, I'm assuming they must have like hundreds of thousands of stories already written, pre-written. I'm assuming they already want to run with the narrative. If Harry and Meghan come, that's what I'm assuming. And Harry and Meghan's silence is pissing them off, that Harry and Meghan won't play their game. My family, I like this. I like to see how the tabloid media are so desperate. I want them to take a moment and think, They chased away the goose that laid the golden eggs, only for them to be desperate. Now desperate for Harry and Meghan, to respond to them, to speak to them. And now Harry and Meghan have a zero engagement policy with the UK press. They don't engage with the UK tabloid media. And they're so hard. They really want to do everything just to try and force Harry and Meghan to talk to them, even just a little bit. But Harry and Meghan won't budge. They won't talk to them. And they're throwing a tantrum every day, asking, are you coming? Are you coming? Are you coming? Truly, the guests of honor are Harry and Meghan. I mean, my family have never seen this type of obsession, ever. Ever. My family, it's like no one else is interesting other than Harry and Meghan. They're so obsessed, and it's just sick. It's sick, really. The day falls on the 4th birthday of their son Archie, and government advisors are putting plans in place in case Harry decides to attend the event alone in a 48-hour whirlwind trip. My family, now they're saying, if Harry comes alone, look, there are plans for that. My family, that's what they're saying. I feel like, once again, Harry is being asked to choose your son's birthday, or your abusers, Charles and William, people who have caused Harry so much pain and gotten PR when Harry and Meghan were trashed. Charles, William get positive press. Those are the people that, Harry is being asked to choose. Charles and William, his abusers, as well as the UK media. And not his son, Archie, or wife or daughter. My family, one thing is clear, is that Harry has always chosen his wife and son and children and daughter. His son, Archie, his daughter, Lilibet, Harry has always chosen them. 100%. My family, so those close to the family, however, say that they are braced for a reunion with Harry and Meghan. Any meeting is likely to be a civil affair, with trust eroded between the couple and other members of the family. And they are saying that since the publication of Harry's memoir Spare, haven't the royal family been leaking stories about Harry and especially Meghan to the UK press? Trust was eroded then, a long time ago. Not because of Harry's memoir Spare. I mean, come on. Not because of Harry's memoir Spare. These people want to abuse Harry and Meghan in peace. And that Harry and Meghan just take it. Accept the character assassination. Shut up and put up with it. My family. And then when they're exposed, they're like, trust has eroded after Harry's memoir Spare. What a bunch of lies. What a bunch of lies. The traitor in this story is the royal family, is Charles and William, and the pain they've caused to Harry and Meghan, and the abuse they've inflicted, not just towards Harry, but also towards his wife and even kids. And they are still disrespecting Harry and Meghan's children, Archie and Lilibet, by refusing to recognize their birthrights as the prince and Princess, because that is what, their title is. But the royal family has yet to formally recognize them. The traitor in this story are Charles and William, who have used Harry for their own personal needs all this time, not Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan are responding to the vile abuse they've endured, the leaking, planting of stories against them by members of the firm, by Charles and William. As you all know, many leaks against Harry and Meghan are coming from William's office. William seeks to destroy his brother's marriage to Meghan Markle, to destroy his brother, to see him miserable and happy. That's what William has always wanted. And it's sad, really. It's sad. And my family, so friends say that Harry revealed details of private conversations, so everyone is on edge. Yet, it's okay for the royal family to leak stories to the UK media and twist the narrative. It's okay for Kim Hilton to lie that it's Meghan who made her cry to the tabloid media. But it's not okay for Harry to correct that lie with the truth. If you do that, you are said to be releasing private conversations. But when Kate and William are busy lying that it's Meghan who made them cry, what exactly are they doing? The level of hypocrisy in full display, just too much. Too much hypocrisy and lies coming in from the royal family, from Charles and William and Kate and Camilla. And the friends say that you ask about Harry and Meghan, and everyone immediately changes the subject. They are spitting feathers, but not minded to provide any fuel to the fire. I hope so. You know what? I hope so. From what they're saying, that they are spitting feathers, but not minded to provide any fuel to the fire. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope they don't leak and plant stories about Harry and Meghan to the UK media. We don't want to see the scenes that happened before and after the Queen passed away. We don't want to see that. The leaking and the planting of stories and the briefing against Meghan Markle, telling the world how Charles called Harry, telling him not to come with Meghan. But what they did not mention is Charles' abuse of Meghan, which Harry talked about in his memoir Spare. My family. So they're okay with leaking about the rejection of how they don't want Meghan Markle around, but are not okay when Harry speaks about it himself in his memoir Spare. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. The level of hypocrisy on the royal family, the level of hypocrisy is just too much, really. Too much. Now, if Harry and Meghan do attend the coronation, they are saying that Harry and Meghan will be spectators and will not form an official part of the ceremony. And that there is an added complication, that while the Earl and Countess of Wessex are working members of the family, they have not yet been awarded a dukedom, as conversations continue as to whether they will be granted the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh titles by the new king. And there is where they reveal exactly why Edward and Sophie are picking sides, really. And I've already picked sides. I mean, they picked sides a long time ago. They picked sides since a long time ago. And now they think, William, we're with you. William, we're with you. You know, we just want to be called the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Please, William, please, we're on your side. We're on your side. My family. And they are also expressing negativity towards Harry and Meghan as well because of that. As things stand, they would technically have to bow and curtsy to Harry and Meghan. But it is thought that the choreography of family members of the day will mean that they will not be put in that position publicly. And they also say that, from what I know of Harry and Meghan, they will both want to spend some time with their son on his birthday. That's what they're basically saying. I still hope that Harry and Meghan don't come to this coronation 100%. I just really hope they don't come after all the abuse they've endured and experienced. Now, my family, Kaiser said this, that why are Edward and Sophie in it now? Don't get me wrong, I'm sure Sophie Wessex is angry about everything these days. And Sophie and Edward are likely furious. The more thought and consideration is being put into Harry and Meghan. Will they or won't they attend than their own? Once again, we have the Windsors going on briefing sprees and throwing preemptive tantrums about Harry and Meghan. And Harry and Meghan have not even said a word in more than a month. The Windsors are just going to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. The way to play it will be, of course, the whole family, Sussex family, is invited. The king would love to see his beloved son, his lovely granddaughter, and daughter-in-law and grandchildren again. But it's up to them. None of this is conditional or transactional whatsoever. Period. The end. But my family, we all know they won't do that because they are not exactly smart, and they can't even hide how abusive they are. They keep openly showing it, the family, of how they are abusive to both Harry and Meghan. And my family, I hope that Harry and Meghan don't come to the coronation. However, whatever they decide to do, my family, I will respect it 100%. My family, Prince Harry was right to speak up and tell his own story. It was the only way for him to be heard. My family, allow me to read a couple of comments on this issue, really. Someone said that Harry went on the record with what he had to say. The royal family used sources time and time again and are still leaking against Harry and Meghan. They haven't stopped. The briefing wars have not stopped. And that's exactly what Harry and Meghan said they don't like one bit. You know, and still they do it. My family, I hope that Harry and Meghan don't come to the coronation after what they're doing to them, because they're still leaking to the UK tabloid media. The royal family, through royal sources, have fed the media to defend Meghan and Harry. Harry spoke up to defend his wife and even defend his kids, Archie and Lilibet. Remember, he said that hate was being stirred up against his wife and son. Lilibet was bullied over a name. A name. You know? Harry speaks with his own mouth. We can see his face. But William and Charles cowardly use sources. That tells you what you need to know about them, my family. And Harry was right to speak. He was right to speak 100%. My family, I'd like to hear your opinion on this, please. Kindly. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet and Harry&Meghan, and all of you members of the squad at home. My family, no weapon formed against Harry and Meghan shall prosper. And this media obsession towards Harry and Meghan, it just keeps on getting worse by the day. It must stop. It must stop, my family. It just has to stop. It just has to stop. My family, tell me what you think about what has been said. I'd like to hear your opinion on this, please. One thing is clear. The royal family are busy leaking to the UK tabloid media. My family, that's what they're doing. And we must expose their actions, my family. And my family, with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lilibet and Harry&Meghan, and all of you members of the squad at home. Whatever choice Harry and Meghan make, whether or not they'll go or not go, we will respect it. And will defend them 100% from anything that they may face at the hands of this farm. Let me use that, farm. My family, stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. The royal family, to their friends, are banging on about loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. My family, yet the royal family are the biggest loose lips. They're always leaking to the UK media. Always. Like every day, they're always leaking to them. However, when they're exposed for leaking, oh, the trust is eroded. I can't stand the hypocrisy. I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it. My family, what do you think about all of this, kindly? Stay tuned to our next video once again. Love you, family, always and forever. Hello, members of Wessexes Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Wessexes Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, Stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.